Hi guys, my name is Karthik and I am from executeautomation.com and welcome to another video from Execute Automation. And today we're going to talk about the Windows terminal customization in Windows 11. So this is something that I've been hearing from guys asking how do I really customize my terminal in my Mac operating system as well as in my Windows operating system because they look pretty good. So I have created this video. This is kind of video which was inspired by the Scott Hanselman's video. So if you just go to the YouTube and if you search for Scott Hanselman, you will see his video has got exactly the same kind of content that I'm talking about today. So this is like how to make the ultimate terminal prompt on Windows 11. It is quite good. It's like 50 minutes video, but worth watching is because he has talked a lot detail about how you can customize from complete ground up. But I'm not really going to go like that much deeper like how Scott Hanselman has talked about, but I'm actually going to show you how I'm going to customize my terminal itself in much easier fashion. So if you go to the Windows terminal of my machine over here, you will see that it is going to show you the option something like these are coming from that particular customization that I'm talking about. And if you go to my Ubuntu, you can see that it is actually showing the Zeesh or Oh-my-posh. It's an ZSH terminal basically. So you can see it gets all the auto completion like gedit automatically coming. So if I just do gedit, okay, so it's just gonna bring me up the gedit from operating system. Again, it's coming from the WSLG. I've already released a video about that. So go ahead and check it out if you really wanted to. So that's about this particular customization I have already did. But over here, I'm going to show you how you can customize completely from ground up, like how this thing has come up over here. So basically, I have a PowerShell over here. Like this is a PowerShell core. This particular PowerShell is like a plain blank PowerShell. It has got no customization at the moment. So how do I start customizing it? It's very simple. All I'm going to start is with the customization using the Windows terminal themes. You can see here there are some themes available. So I can go to this Windows terminal themes.com or dev probably. So you can see there are so many number of themes available, like different colored themes. So you can choose any color that you really wanted to. So let's say if I want to choose a color and I'm going to copy this particular theme. And now if I go to my terminal over here and go to the settings, you will see that there is something called as an open JSON file. And it is also showing me all the profile that I have got in my terminal. If I just open this particular JSON file, it is going to show me all the settings that I have got for the different profiles that I have over here. And I'm just going to copy paste the scheme or the theme that I just copied. This one. I'm going to hit comma there. And this is the Django Smooth, something like that. So I'm going to copy the scheme name, and this is the Windows terminal PowerShell core that I have got. I need to add the acrylic effect, color scheme, and opacity to make sure that the terminal looks pretty much like this particular terminal over here. So you can see that there is no opacity, there is no acrylic effect and all those things. We can do all sort of things over here. So let me just put this guy like this, and let me start changing that over here. So if I just put comma, and there is something called as use acrylic. So at the moment it is false. So let me just turn it on true. And once I save this, you will see that the terminal already is in acrylic state over here. Just cool, right? And then I can add the acrylic opacity, and then I'm going to use the color scheme that I've just copied, which is nothing but the Django Smooth. And you can see that the color is already changed into the probably the so-called green color. Let me change it to 6. Let's see what's going to happen. It's going to be the same. 3, that's more acrylic. So maybe 7. That looks good. So that's about the theme part of the PowerShell. And then I'm going to use what is called as an Oh-my-posh kind of customization, but there is something called as Oh-my-posh.dev. So this is the one that we are going to be using for our customization. This guy. This is especially for the PowerShell customization. So if I just hit this get started, so you will see that it's going to show you all the details over here. and there is an installation for the PowerShell itself. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to call this install module of Oh-my-posh scope current user. So I'm going to copy this. I already did all these things. That's why you can see all the settings coming up. So I'm just going to install this guy over here. I'm going to say yay, which is yes to all. I'm going to install this particular repository. It's going to download and it's done. That's it. That's the only thing which is going to do. That's the installation part. And once you have that, you can then do something like sudo pwd install module. So this is for the Linux environment if you wanted to do it. And there is something called as get posh theme and get posh theme hyphen list. So if you wanted to try this, you can see it is quite interesting. It's going to show you all the different theme it has got. And there are also some other themes that you can set. So there is something called a set prompt hyphen theme of this particular author name. So if I do that, you will see that it is going to set the theme for you for this particular terminal, which was kind of blank before, like C colon user Karthik, like that it was showing. But now you see that there are some colors coming up over here. So this is coming because I have actually installed this theme for this particular profile. I'm talking about the profile. We need to actually set the profile as well. We need to do the customization. But at the moment, you can see that there are some theme changes happening after I installed the Oh-my-posh. Yeah. And now these boxes are coming because we have to set a font for this particular theme. So they have recommended some font as well based on the documentation over here. So if you go to the fonts, you can see that they ask us to install the nerd fonts. So if you just go to this particular link, the nerdfonts.com, they ask you to download certain fonts that you can. There are some icons available. There are some terminal fonts available like that, these kind of fonts. So you can do that. I have already downloaded it. I have already installed it. That's the reason you can see all these things coming. So the only change which I need to do on my terminal is if I go to my PowerShell over here, go to the appearance, there is a font face called Cascadia Mono. Just change it to the Mislol LGL nerd font like that. This is the one which I wanted to do it. So once I do it, once I save this, see that? Now I get that particular image pretty well. So this is coming because I have this particular font already installed in my machine, and now the boxes and everything has gone, which is cool. And now if you just go to probably ls, something like that, you can see that there are no images coming over here. Like there are some images as well. Like you can bring certain images for videos, OneDrive, music, links, downloads like that. So you can bring certain images for these as well. This is something which I saw from the Scott Hanselman's website. So if you just go over here, search for Scott Hanselman's GitHub or probably terminal customization. This one, my ultimate PowerShell prompt customization. So you can see Scott Hanselman has already did pretty much like what I have talked about. I mean, I am doing pretty much like what he did. And there is this install module of the terminal icon. And then there is an import module name of terminal icon. So make sure you do this one first and then you run this guy. So I have already did the installation part. That's why I can just do the import module of the terminal icon. That's it. I did it. And now if I just do an ls, you can see that there are going to be some icons coming up as well, which is quite cool, right? So these are all coming because I have did all the customization. And now we need to set all these things on the profile. So where is this profile? Well, you can just do the code $profile, something like this, and hit enter. You can see that this is going to be bringing you a profile, something like this. So you need to set certain profile so that you could able to see exactly whatever that you did just now. So I'm just going to show you the profile of the PowerShell that I have already created, which is going to be the code $profile like this. You can see that I have already set certain operation here, like enable post transient prompt, tooltip, terminal icons and everything. So I'm just going to copy all these things from my profile and I'm going to do exactly the same thing over here as well. So let's say if I don't do all these things, right? So let's say if I don't even set the profile, and if I close the PowerShell terminal like this, and if I bring the PowerShell terminal once again, you'll see that it's again turning into the plain C Karthik like that. Like if you do ls, it's just showing nothing, right? This is all because the profile is not been set. So now if you just do the code profile over here, save this guy, and if you just go over here and if you hit dot dollar profile, this is for the reloading purpose. So once you do that, you see that you get all the magical things that you already did. And now if you just do an ls, it shows you all the icons and stuff. So these are all happening because you have set the profile over here. So that's the customization of Windows Terminal, guys. I mean, I have already talked about the Windows Terminal customization before in my other videos, but this customization is quite interesting. And if you really wanted to learn about the customization that I did in my Ubuntu operating system, like oh my zeesh instead of oh my posh, so I did this oh my zeesh. Yeah, this one. Oh my zish. So this is what I just did, the customization part. There are so many documentation available. So you could do the exact same thing over here. And I also did some sort of the auto completions and stuff. So those customization you can learn if you really wanted to. If you're interested, put a comment below. I can talk about that as well. But that's about the customization of the Windows terminal, guys. That's it, guys. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and you guys have a great day.